come home safely. But as the family is here today with the community, the police department, we're all working hand in hand to bring, hopefully, and praying, a successful solution to this young man coming home. Abdullahi Sharif is a young man who just turned 18 years old. His mother dropped him off at work at Target at 1:30. A little bit after 2, he called his sister and asked his sister for some money, which was given to him. He called his mother about a little bit before 5 and told his mother that he was going to work late at Target. And at 5:30, they did see him leaving Target, the police in their investigation. And we have not heard from him since. And that happened Friday on the 17th. We're looking for this young man, and we have Roosevelt High School. His student comrades have put this on Facebook. Employees at Target have put this on Facebook and Instagram. So you have a whole community that has come together to help resolve this issue. The family, in fundraising effort with the community, have raised $5,000, and that money has been raised to complement the money that we're working with Crime Stoppers, and we're hoping to raise as much as necessary to be able to get information on the whereabouts of this young man. This is very important to us. And again, we have the family here to answer any questions, and we also have our police department who works with us. And it's important, and I really want to say this, as it even has been brought to my attention. A lot of times when we go with the police department, you interview them, and they're talking about what is going on with the case. Also, our police department has worked in our community and worked with Creative Visions and Urban Dreams and several agencies, and they're on the compassionate end also. They're on this end where they're looking for solutions and looking to work with the family so that we all can work together, because this is a community effort. This is not just a single effort. This is we're asking the community to come forward. We're asking if anyone has any information, good, bad, or indifferent, we're asking the community to come forward and help us to bring this young man home. We have a family that needs closure. We have a young man that we want to see be healthy. He just turned 18, and we want to see him turn 19, 20, 21, and we want to watch him grow up. That's what our hope is. So we'd like to turn it over to the police department, for comments, and then we'll turn it over to the family so that if you have any questions, you're welcome.
Yeah, I think Mr. Smoot hit on everything that's important to us right now, is that this outreach is continuing. Our investigation, we have dedicated days of legwork trying to track these things down, get some leads in this case. We're following up the ones that are called into us, but we know just from history that as these cases move a little bit longer on down the road, those leads tend to kind of slow down. We want to breathe whatever life we can into this case. If add no reward is going to be what gives it the bump, that's what we're going to do. We just want to make sure that, to echo what he said, that whatever the outcome is, we need to get the family some answers. And the longer we go without them, they tend to get losing a little bit of hope. And we want to make sure that we can reassure them that nobody's given up and the answer's out there. We just need some little help getting it.
We're now, and if this is the young man's uncle.
My name is Ahmed Hashi. I'm the young man's uncle, Abdullahi Sharif. Been missing for 14 days, close to that. And this is his mother, and she haven't eaten or sleep. And we are here to ask our residents, our people around Des Moines area, anybody have any information to share with the police department. And we want to see Abdullahi grow. We want to see Abdullahi turn 19 next year. And we are all here. Our brother Abdul Eko is really working hard with us, and we all community. That's all I can say.
mother one.
Yeah. I need social media. Me and my neighbor both Fatima Ahmed and Abdullahi mother. Okay, Abdullahi lost the January 17. He's lost it. Abdullahi, Des Moines or United States, anybody who look to, can you help me to please? Abdullahi, you see everybody, he look like he calling the police.
What Fatima said is that she missed her son, basically, and she haven't seen him for almost that long period of time. And what she's hoping is that the police are doing a great job helping us out, giving us information about, where, the investigation is going. And she's more happy that what the police are doing. And but her goal is to see her kid come back home safely.
We will open it for questions.
This has turned into quite a community effort. You were saying some businesses have donated money, Creative Visions has stepped up. Can you just talk about how much that means to the family that so many people are working toward this goal of figuring out what happened to him?
It means to Fatima a lot, to all that donation, what Echo's doing for her and how we put in all this and the media. She appreciated everyone that who donated, everyone that campaigns, whatever, helpful, and she's very happy with that. And community are collecting more money, and we will see if we can raise from 5,000 to 17, 20, whatever we can put in our hands, and Crime Stoppers will have that.
How concerned are you guys that we're coming on the 2-week mark since he's went missing?
We are not sure, and we don't know what to say. It's been 2 weeks, and we haven't seen Abdullahi. We don't have any whereabouts. And our dream is Abdullahi will come home someday, or if something happened to him, whoever knows, she'll share that with the police department, let them know what information they have, and we'll get that reward.
Mikhail, how concerning is this for you? You've stepped up in a big way to help this family. Can you talk about what made you want to get involved?
Well, this is what Creative Visions does, and this has been our history, working with the police department, working with other families concerned about our babies within our own community. We're concerned that when a young person becomes missing, that this will also be a catalyst to make other families aware that this could happen, and this could happen to their child. This is very important. But what's more important is that we're asking the community for help. We're asking the community to not take on a position where they think that they're snitching, or they're telling, on a friend, or they're telling something. We have to begin to understand that if we don't speak out as a community, then we don't help families. We don't help the children themselves. We need the community to step up. And if his friends know, if his friends have any idea or any information about maybe that he met someone, or someone befriended him, that he went with that someone, we need to know. And it's important for us to come together as a community. And this is what you're seeing here today, is that we're coming together with the family, with the community, and not just the Somalian community. We're coming with a community. There's a thing where everybody says, where do you live? And you're talking about we live in the hood. Well, we want to quit saying we live in the hood. We want to put neighbor back in the hood. So we'll live in the neighborhood, and we're going to take care of our neighborhood like we're supposed to.
Sergeant Breezing, has there been any sort of activity like credit card, anything that would indicate he's been anywhere, been active anywhere? This is also the first time we're hearing that he asked his sister for an amount of money before he disappeared. Can you just talk about that?
Well, without getting too deep into the investigative details, because we always want to keep that edge. One of the things that we noticed early on in the investigation was he was absent the social media footprint that you would see with most 18-year-olds. So there wasn't a lot of activity that might indicate that he was maybe talking to the wrong people or hanging out with the wrong people, going to the wrong websites, those types of things that might give us an idea. So the absence of that technology and then the lack of a lot of surveillance video from right around the mall, right around that time, has really it's been an obstacle. It's been surprising to us because in this day and age we usually have those things. But right now we're still working on gathering whatever we can. So it's been a door-to-door effort in the neighborhoods, business to business, and we'll keep it up, and we'll keep tapping into those social media records and any phone records we can to see if we get a blip.
So when you say absence of social media activity, like are we talking like the week before, 2 weeks before?
I'm talking about he didn't have the social media footprint like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, like you would expect an 18-year-old to have. You know, and we get the idea that everybody's doing those things, and some people just don't. So what it does is it pushes us back to this good old-fashioned police work where we're out knocking on doors day after day, and that's solved crimes for decades. It's hopefully going to help this time around, but we still need to push. The one thing the way we say is, we need you to help us help you, and that's what we're looking for right now.
So does the police department still think it's a possibility that he's voluntarily missing?
I think what we said was it appears that he was voluntarily leaving the building. So we don't know the circumstances right now. We know what happened up to a certain point, and beyond that, we don't have the answers we're looking for, and that's why we're sitting here with his family in Achaia to see if we can get a little boost.
So yeah, last time we talked with you, you guys were trying to get businesses around that area of Target to give you surveillance video. Are you having, it sounds like maybe you're not having as much luck finding video of him?
We've found plenty of video. It doesn't contain the information that we'd like it to contain. We've asked some time back for people in the community to register their cameras with us. Because one thing about a missing person case is it's like a lot of crimes where it comes to, we get involved after the fact, but when it's a missing person, we're like way behind almost all the time. And the older that person is, the time for concern to set in is longer, and then that puts us a little bit more of a disadvantage. So when we looked to see if we had cameras registered in that neighborhood, I think we had 2. So it slows it down when we don't know where to go for the evidence, so we just kind of pan out even wider. So, like I said, just keep beating on the doors.
Will the money be used after the war, or are there other ways that will be used to supplement the investigation?
We've got a budget for our investigation. The money's for a reward.
I know you have all said in the past that his personality was to never not be in touch with his mom, was to never not call. This is so unlike him. Can you just reiterate how out of character this is and how worried you are, because the Abdi would come home every night and call his mom all the time. So this is very unusual.
Starting from age 1 through 18 that he was lost. Fatuma never, miss a phone call from him. Whatever he's doing, usually contact her. He will give her a call and know where he at. And she's the one who transport him from point A to point B. So Abdullah, he didn't have a driver license, or he didn't have cars to drive. So this is kind of like, we don't know what happened. Why he's not communicating, why he's not talking to his mother, that he's been calling all the time, and every time that he's out, he will call his mom or sister or his family. And this is the first time that he never ever called, and it's been almost 2 weeks that she haven't heard from him. That's why she's not getting enough sleep, and she's standing by his bed every night, making sure that he walks in, sneak in from home, and he's sleeping in his bed, or looking at the windows and making sure that he's here. So she have a dream that he will be home someday, and he will come home alive. And this is not for only Somali community. This is for Des Moines community, and it could happen to anyone. And we all should pray for his return.
If he sees this newscast, is there something you want to speak directly to him? What would you say to him?
If you wanted to talk to him directly, what we will say as a family, as a community, Abdullahi, come home. Abdullah come home. That's all we can say.
That not only come home, you're loved. Your family loves you. And if anyone had anything to do with this young man's disappearance, we want you to call. We want you to help us to bring this young man home, because of the fact that we want to watch him grow up. And if you have any information, you can call Crime Stoppers at 515-223-1400. That's 515-223-1400. Or call 911. And again, we're saying, please listen. Please listen. You're not snitching. That's a misnomer. That's something that we've been sold for a very long time when we don't cooperate to bring justice to our own community. What you're doing is helping a family. You're helping the neighborhood. You're helping the community. This young man deserves to be home. And if he's out there and there's problems, you can call. You can call Crime Stoppers. You can call the police department. But your family wants you at home. Your family wants you to come home so that they can give you the love and be with you and help you through any situation. We will offer all our resources here at Creative Visions. We will offer you everything that you need to help you address any issues that you have. And I do want to say that if you don't want to call Crime Center, you don't want to call the police, and you want some information, you can call Creative Visions. You can call Creative Visions at 515-244-4003, and we will call the police for you. We will get it set up for you. We will make sure that you are protected. We will make sure that everything is correct. Please, we need your help. As a community, we need your help.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else you guys would like to add? Good?
You want to say? We do want to thank the police department. I can't reiterate. I'll be redundant. The police have the resources to do the investigation, and we need to allow them to do that. The family has the resources